Hi everyone, I'm the Goshen Gardener coming to you from South Australia, and today I just wanted to take you on a little tour of my winter veggie garden. I did consider waiting to start making videos until I had a little bit more experience, and at the moment we're still living on the farm and we are planning to move into town, and our climate here is not always great for veggie gardening. We tend to have a lot of frost, although this year's been very kind. We've had more rain than no frost, so that's been really good. And our summer temperatures are quite high. Added to that, we don't have any piped water at this property, and so water can be a limiting factor for gardening. So my experience and my setup is not where I want it to be, but this is all about a journey, and so I thought it would be really useful to record where we've come from, so that down the track we can look back and reflect on how much we've grown, or hopefully grown. So I've never grown, these are my cauliflowers. I've never grown cauliflower before. I've heard it's too hard to grow. I actually grew these from seed. I'm not sure what I was thinking, because everything's a little bit behind. But if you have a look in here, you can see the heads now forming. These are a purple cauliflower. So that's pretty exciting. We've only got a couple. And like I said, I grew them from seed. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed some seedlings this year because I didn't start early enough, and so things are not as progressed as I would like. We've had lots of cold wet weather, so my winter garden, it just feels really stunted, but you know, we're having a go, we're learning, and that's what it's all about with gardening, isn't it? In here I'm growing a red cabbage. Again, that's been super slow. I started it in a little seedling pot, and just seeing whether that's going to come of anything before the warm weather sort of hits. My capsicum from summer, I've just trimmed these back a bit. You're supposed to be able to keep them more than a year, but we'll see. I've not been able to do that in the past, and usually with the frost, so we'll see. If we don't get any frost, they might survive. If not, we'll grow some more next year from scratch. And then over here in the back, I was trying to grow some, these are supposed to be iceberg lettuces. I'm not really sure. I've never grown an iceberg lettuce before, so I'm not sure if they're going to kind of head up or if they're just going to be a leafy green, but we'll see. And I don't know if you can see, but in the middle I am trying to grow snow peas. Oh, I love snow peas, but they keep going black from the bottom. So far these are okay. I can't tell if I'm having trouble with disease, or whether it's just so wet and cold that they're just rotting. So anyway, I'll show you the next bed. So this garden bed was my original garden bed, the one that we started with, and I haven't done heaps with it this winter. I'm just starting to get it ready. We had the tomato stand in here. I grew tomatoes in here last year, and I was trying to grow snow peas, but those are the ones that went really not good, and so we had to pull them out. But yeah, we're just getting this now ready. I want to grow corn in it over summer, so I've decided not to plant too much in here because I don't want it to hold up getting the corn in early. But I have started planting out. I've got some strawberries I grew in pots, and I've just started transplanting them out. Again, I've never done that before, so we'll see how that goes. And you can see we're a bit overgrown. We've still got pumpkins finishing off. There was a capsicum in the back that's still going. My parsley's going nuts, but not a lot happening in this bed. These are my two newest beds this one was only put in just before summer. So we grew some silver beet in here, some pumpkin, and so we've moved. This was my from my tomatoes. You can see I haven't even cleaned it up yet. But yeah, I'm having another go with the snow peas, if you can see in here. So far, no disease, so it could be that there is a problem with the soil over there, and I'll just have to work that out as I go, because yep, still learning in that regard. And then my newest bed, these poor plants over here, all of these I grew from seed. Most of them I transplanted, and it's just soaked. It's just really soaked this year. Everything's taking so long to grow. So I've got some carrots in here, just some, leafy lettuces, a couple of mini cauliflowers coming over here, and a couple more red cabbage. We've ended up taking this panel off because this was just giving too much shade. We weren't getting enough sun, but now we're getting a lot of wind. So always troubleshooting, aren't we, in the garden, and just always learning and growing. But anyway, that's where my garden is this winter. I might, if we get some crops a bit later, then I might show you what we've repped. Fortunately, still eating pumpkins. We got a good crop of pumpkins, and still got a couple of capsicums, but it's just a bit of a jungle over there. But yeah, not the prettiest garden, but hopefully it'll just get more and more productive as we improve our knowledge of what we're doing. And our goal is just really fresh, healthy food. So, you know, if we get a little bit or a lot, obviously, ultimately, we would like to be feeding ourselves. But anything that we get from the garden that's nice and fresh, and we know where it's what's been put on it, is better than none. So, anyway, happy gardening, folks. If you have any comments you want to leave, just pop them in there, and hopefully you can like and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, we'll catch up with you at our next update.